made some new friends even on the train. So it's not safe from the selfies.
What's your name? Mitansh. And he's my younger one.
We started from Pondicherry, now we're here, Chennai Egmore, and it's a very cheap tuk-tuk ride to our hotel, which hopefully is a little bit nicer than the last one. Now we're here at our hotel, which has a lovely view of the city. Here's our room. Very nice it is too. And yeah, this is the kind of lovely view out over the city that we've got. So we've headed out into Chennai after an afternoon of lying in the room, and this hostage turned up that the show's ordered.
There's 4 burgers, there's 4 burger patties in there. Oh, this is like a girl versus food.
What's it called? The Arabian King burger?
It's the Arabian King, it's £1.30. Like, how is there this much food?
It was a noble effort, but it would have been quite gross if you'd eaten that whole thing.
I think that would have been a bit of an ick. It's good, it's been a little bit sick, but it's fine, it'll be alright.
That was actually quite sweet, so we just went to pay the bill, and it turned out that that wasn't the burger that I ordered, but they didn't have that in stock, so they were just like, oh, we just made you the biggest burger we possibly had, and gave her that instead. But then they did actually charge us a little bit extra for that burger. It was still a good meal, and a very full toe. It is morning on our first day in Chennai. We're out into the city, and the first thing we're going to try and do is score some IPL tickets. I think it's not that likely that we'll be able to get them, but we're going to go down to the stadium and see, because we're fans. So we've come down to the MA Chidambaram Stadium, home of the Chennai Super Kings, because there's a cricket match going on here in a couple of days' time. We wanted to get tickets. It turns out you can't get tickets here, only online, and I think they're a little bit too dear for our backpackery budgets. So this is as close as we're going to get to an IPL game, sadly. Quite a stadium though. Of course, Zoe, not a Chennai Super Kings supporter. Who do you support, Zoe?
I support the Calcutta Knight Riders, Jace.
And I myself am a Royal Challengers of Bangalore fan. Don't ask us why we chose them, we just kind of like the names and the logos. But in traditional style, the Royal Challengers of Bangalore are rock bottom of the league, I discovered. Whereas the Kolkata Knight Riders are second. So another wise pick by Zoe Dalsett.
I've just signed up for the Chennai Super King website, and this is how many people are in the queue before me to get tickets. I thought this would be so easy.
It's like Glastonbury. That's actually really disappointing, because it turns out the tickets are quite cheap. They're like 1,000 to 2,000 rupees, so about 10-20 quid. But yeah, we're 97,000 in the queue, so the stadium's not going to hold more than 97,000 people, so I think our ticket dream is dead, sadly. Oh, look at this. Not what this is, but it's really pretty. On further inspection, it turns out it is the University of Madras. Hot sand.
Very hot sand. Yeah. I'm gonna go shade.
We've got samosa chat, breakfast by the beach. We have come down to Marina Beach, which is the 3rd longest urban beach in the world, apparently. I'm not sure how long it is, but I'll put that here. And now Zoe is going to go dip her feet in the water. She is no Canute. Says it's cold. We're just taking a stroll down this long old beach. Come quite a way. We're going to go to that lighthouse over there. But it's a little bit further than we thought. We may be being quite a bit badly burnt by the sun right now, but we can't feel it because there's a lovely sea breeze. So this is the inside of the Kapaleeshwarar Temple, the most famous temple in Chennai. The taxi driver told us it was about 150 years old. It's very colourful. Yeah, very beautiful, and that's the main sort of tower. You can see that? One thing to note though is they make you walk around barefoot as they do in all temples in India, but here the ground is exceedingly hot. So Zoe has been hiding in the shadows and now dares her feet on the hot stuff. Full of chooks just hanging around the temple grounds. Yeah, there's a really good look at the main temple tower. These beautiful decorations on the ceilings. Just out the back of the temple there's this huge sort of sacred lake, but no access to it today. Bolted. Wish made. After a delicious lunch at Mailai Carpa Gamble, proud employers of the world's surliest waiter, we have now come to St Thomas Basilica, which, as you can see, is pretty darn impressive. St James is surely frontrunner for hottest disciple, who's known as the Son of Thunder, which is also what Zoe occasionally refers to me as.
Jesus has faith that it's going to come home for us at the Euros this year.
Even Jesus is an England fan. It's just hot disciple after hot disciple.
This is Jesus' cousin. I think he might be the fittest of them all. Yeah.
Hotter than Jesus.
Maybe. Yeah.
St James the less fit. So it turns out this basilica is actually built over the burial site of Thomas the Apostle, aka Doubting Thomas. It was built in 1523 by the Portuguese, and I don't know about you, Zoe, but I say they did a pretty good job.
Hats off to the Portuguese, or as they say in Portuguese, zero or chapeau, Portuguese.
Also, some of the information on the walls about the hot saints is, they came to some pretty horrible ends. St Bartholomew, skinned alive.
St Jude was beaten to death with a club and then beheaded.
That's a bit like futile if he's already dead, but still pretty harsh.
Pretty harsh, yeah.
And someone else was sawn in half, obviously while alive. They were pretty inventive in their apostle killing ways back in the day.
I'm very impressed with this basilica. Best basilica ever? Maybe.
So we have come to our favourite little local place, which is just around the corner. It's called Chennai Woodlands, and it does exceedingly good food. So we've both got like whopping dosas to enjoy.
It's the biggest dosa yet. Maybe the best one yet.
That was an absolutely rip-snorting dosa meal, and it cost us 75p.
After the Mysore one, I think that's the best dosa so far.
A glowing verdict.
Or a glowing red face.
So it is a new morning in Chennai, and what are we doing today, Zoe?
We are having a tourist day. We're getting the underground for the first time in a while, and then we are going to the botanical gardens. So a big fun-filled day. Thrills aplenty.
Oh, nice.
It's just like home. It's really nice. It is like being back in London.
Tourism goals achieved, filming ourselves on the metro, like mega tourists. But that was very pleasant and a little taste of home. Expectation, reality. we have come to Spencer Plaza Mall, where we're gonna fulfill our perverse Western desires to consume. First stop, McDonald's. After over 3 months in India, we finally yielded. We've come to McDonald's, just out of curiosity more than anything.
The chips are exactly the same.
Absolutely fit for a king / Maharaja. We are now attempting to walk off that whopper of a meal by heading in the midday sun to the botanical gardens. Example of you getting old, number 154, when you visit a botanical gardens for entertainment.
It's lovely here. What are you talking about getting on?
When you say that, when you get there.
Oh, it's lovely. A teacup in midair. How's it going up? Don't know. And then we have 2 Loch Ness monsters. About to kiss. Very cute.
So as we are in this delightful amphitheatre, Zoe is going to perform a small scene from one of her favourite films, from one of our favourite films. And action.
Why am I washing father's clothes while you're out playing idol? I be the witch of the woods. I love to feast on thee. No, you don't. You don't mean it. I do. I love to walk through the woods. Father, she said she's witch.
That was Zoe Dowsett performing The Witch. What a performance, I'm sure you'll agree. After another very pleasant little ride on the metro, we are back in our neck of the woods. We're heading home, but just before we do go there, we're going to try and stop off at a little temple that's just around the corner from where we are. So this is the temple. Sadly, it's closed. So it is 9:30 in the morning and it is already scorching. We're just going to go for breakfast, but then there's also been a severe weather warning for today, which basically says just like don't go outside between 11 and 3 because it's going to be too hot. It's going to be dangerously hot. But that's worked out quite well because pity poor Zozo, she has a cold and is feeling rubbish. So we're just going to spend today in the room, do a bit of work, and yeah, take it easy, avoid this severe weather. But yeah, 9:30 and it's probably about 35 degrees. Bonkers. One thing about Chennai is they definitely do a larger dosa than a lot of places. These are whoppers. It's like a Star Destroyer. Look at this. Is it not the saddest thing you've ever seen? There's a big beast. I just stepped out to get Zoe some medicine for a cold and help her recover, but also while I was out, picked up this quite jazzy new haircut, which is the first time I've had my haircut in like 8 months. So I've just stepped out again to get Zoe some snacks, her beloved Mysore pack, which will hopefully raise her spirits. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this haircut, I've got to say. So yesterday, because of Zoe's illness, it was a little bit of a write-off, but it doesn't matter because yesterday is only going to be remembered in history for one thing, and that is Derby County's promotion to the championship. Come on you Rams. Yeah, very happy indeed with that result. And now very happy because Zoe is better and we are heading off to the VGP Aquarium.
That's right, yeah.
Basically a big aquarium like the one in Jaws 3. Can't wait. Huge fishing beach. They're absolutely closed. Well, that was a long old taxi journey, nearly an hour. But hopefully it'll be worth it because we are now here at the Marine Kingdom. Let's go see what it's got to offer. Inside the exhibit. This is what it looks like from the inside. I'm not an animal. We've just sort of stopped into this big aquarium to be like a mermaid show or something. This shark kind of looks like he's just remembered he's left the gas on. You found Nemo! You know what they say, Zoe? That's a moray. Here we are in the underwater tunnel. It's pretty impressive. I'm gonna guess they might be black tip reef sharks, but we'll try and find out for certain. No idea what type of shark that is either, but it's quite freaky.
It was actually a really good aquarium. It was so lots of fish, sharks, rays. Yeah, really cool.
So after the trip to the aquarium, we've took back into town and we've come to a mall, and this one is much more like it. It's, you know, got all the sort of Western stores. It's quite like being at home. Puma, Adidas, Benetton, Hush Puppies. I could go on, I won't. But yeah, it's a very nice mall. It's called the Express Avenue Mall. Zoe is going to shop until she drops. So, mall visited. Burger King consumed. We now head to the sports bar where we're hoping to catch the epic clash of Arsenal taking on Tottenham Hotspur. Of course, by the time you've seen this, you'll know already whether Arsenal have won the league. But right now, we don't, and this could be decisive in the title race. So we've got a big piece of machinery, sports bar, and a beer. Have we been more, laddie?
Oh, really good.
Well, that was a pretty wild journey through traffic. We swerved across 4 lanes in about 3 seconds, and yeah, it was hairy, but we made it. So we're now at Chennai Central train station, possibly in record time, because I think we've got about 4.5 hours until our train goes. But fortunately, it looks like it's a very well-equipped station with like lounges and a bookshop apparently, and restaurants and things. So we'll yeah, we'll pass the time, and then 17.5-hour journey ain't no thing. So you leave us in Chennai station, but where are we headed next?
You can find out in the next video.